Good morning, students. Today I am going to discuss about the model question paper 1. In that part A, B and C I will be discussing, and another one, that is part D, in that section 1 and section 2 will be discussed by MK sir. So as this question paper is of 70 marks and the time is 3 hours 15 minutes. So what you have to do when they give the question paper, first go through all the instructions properly, because you can see in the first instruction this question paper consists of 4 parts: A, B, C and D. Part D consists of 2 parts, section 1 and section 2. All these, part A, part B, part C and part D, all questions you have to attempt, all are compulsory, but whichever question is necessary, whichever question is asking the diagrams, necessary diagrams, then only you have to draw. Okay, and if that diagram is asked for 2 marks, 3 marks or for 5 marks, if you doesn't label any of the diagrams, it will not carry the marks. Okay, so we shall start with the part A. Part A, answer the following questions in one word or in one sentence each. First one, what is the function of tapetum? So you know the answer. Tapetum means it is usually helped in nourishment, but when you are writing in the exam, you should not write nourishment. Okay, your answer should be either it should be in one word or it should be in one sentence. So your answer should be the tapetum nourishes the developing pollen grains. If you write like this, then only you are going to get 1 mark. Then second question, define spermiation. Spermiation is the process of release of sperm, or even you can replace the word sperm with spermatozoa. So spermiation is the process of release of sperm or spermatozoa from seminiferous tubules. Then you will get 1 mark. Third question, MTPs are legally restricted in our country. Justify by giving a reason. So you all know that MTP means it is medical termination of a pregnancy. It is legally restricted in our country. Okay, why it is legally restricted in our country? Because people, by knowing, after going through the ultrasonography or amniocentesis, they themselves they started terminating the pregnancy because of their indiscrimination. Indiscrimination means to make the difference between male child and the female child. Okay, because of this indiscrimination, the MTPs are being legally restricted. So you are knowing the answer, but the thing is you have to make it in a proper sentence. So if the question is asked, your answer should be, because to check indiscriminate and illegal female feticides which are reported to be high in India. Means female feticides means they are, after knowing, after like determining the sex of the child, then they are, if it is a female child, then they are going to with their intention they are going to terminate the pregnancy. Okay. Fourth question, name any one autosomal recessive disorder. So autosomal recessive disorders are more in number, but they are asking only one. You can write either color blindness or hemophilia, sickle cell anemia or phenylketonuria or even thalassemia. Okay, among these you can write any one, because their question is only one autosomal recessive disorder. Fifth question, which RNA is also called adapter molecule? So you all know that the RNA molecule, in that RNA there are different forms of RNA. rRNA is there, tRNA is there, then mRNA is there. Among them, tRNA is called as the adapter molecule. Seventh question, cancer patients are retreated with alpha interferon. Give reason. Because alpha interferon activates the cancer patient's immune system and helps in destroying the tumor. 7th question. Name the pathogenic virus which is used as a biocontrol agent. So the answer is baculovirus. 8th one. What is RNA interference? RNA interference is a method of cellular defense in eukaryotic organisms. 9th question. Write the equation for representing logistic growth. Okay, so here they have asked only the equation for representing the logistic growth. So your answer should be dn by dt is equal to rn in bracket k minus n divided by k bracket complete. Okay, so here you need not to write what is dn dt, small r, capital N, capital K. That is all not necessary. If the same question is asked for a 2 marks question, then you have to write what are those symbols indicates. Here it is asked for only 1 mark, so please you can write only the equation. 10th question. State the result of David Tillman's long-term ecosystem experiment. So Tillman found that plots with more species showed less year-to-year variation in total biomass and increased diversity contributed to higher productivity. So in this, as it is the David Tillman's statement. So here you cannot make or you cannot answer this question by your own words. Okay, you have to write as and how it is mentioned in the textbook. So next part, it is part B. So part B, it is for 2 marks questions. So here there will be the choices, almost 7 questions they will be asking. In that you have to answer only 5 questions. The first question in the part B, that is 11th one, differentiate perisperm and the pericarp. Okay, so you all know that the pericarp, it is developing from the ovary, and that the ovary which is getting developed, it is forming the fruit, and that fruit it is having the thick wall around it. So that wall it is called as the pericarp. Then what is perisperm? Perisperm means the residual persistent nucellus is called as a perisperm. So here they are asking the differences. Actually you have your answer when they are asking the differences, differentiate, you can write even by making the columns also. In one column perisperm and in another column pericarp. So the pericarp, the ovary develops into fruit which develops the thick wall called the pericarp, or the thick wall of the fruit is also called as the pericarp. Perisperm means it is the residual persistent nucellus is called as a perisperm. 12th question, list the hormones produced in women only during pregnancy. Okay, so during the pregnancy, the hormones which are being produced in women is the HCG. HCG means human chorionic gonadotropin, human placental lactogen, estrogens and progestogens. Okay, in the later phase of the pregnancy, a hormone called relaxin is also secreted by the ovary inside the woman. So as it is for 2 marks, you can write only 4 hormones. Okay, so next question is, what is hibernation? And give an example. Hibernation, it is a method in animals when unable to migrate, might avoid the stress by escaping in time. I'll repeat. Hibernation is the method in the animals when the animals are unable to migrate They avoid the stress by escaping in time. Example, bear undergoes hibernation only during the winter season. 14th question, write one advantage and one disadvantage of external fertilization. So this this question is from the reproduction in organisms. So the advantage is the organisms who are exhibiting external fertilization, they produce the large number of offsprings. The disadvantage is, as the parent are going to release the gametes into the water, so what happens, the predators or the organisms the predator may depend upon the gametes, the parental, that is the male and female gametes which are being released inside the water. So the advantage is organisms exhibiting external fertilization produces a large number of offspring. Disadvantage is offsprings are extremely vulnerable to predators, threatening their survival up to adulthood. Means the organisms, now a male and female organisms, they are going to release, you can take the example of the frog only, they are going to release their gametes into the water. So when they release the gametes into the water, in the water there may be other organisms who may be acting as the predators for those gametes. So in that it may decrease their the survivability. 15th question, write a note on the pollination mechanism in Vallisneria. Okay, so in Vallisneria what happens? The female flower reaches the surface of water by the long stalk, and the male flowers or pollen grains are released on the surface of water. They carried passively by water current. Some of them eventually reach the female flowers and the stigma. The pollination in Vallisneria occurs at the water surface level. So female flowers will be reaching the water by the long stalk, and the male flowers or the pollen grains, they will be released on the surface of the water. So whenever the water currents are formed, that is water will be moving, so that water will be carrying even the pollen grains. So when the water currents are carrying the pollen grains, so those pollen grains are going to reach the female flower. When they reach the female flower, they are going to settle on the surface of the stigma, and when they reach the surface of the stigma, that only we consider it as the pollination. Okay, so the pollination in case of the Vallisneria, it is going to occur at the water surface level. 16th question, write the scientific name of organisms causing pneumonia and the ringworm. So pneumonia, it is caused by the two organisms, that is Streptococcus pneumoniae and Haemophilus influenzae. Ringworm is caused by Microsporum, Trichophyton rubrum and Epidermophyton. So here one thing you have to remember, students, that is, as here they are asking the scientific name of the organisms who are causing the pneumonia and the ringworm. So please don't forget to obey the binomial nomenclature rules, because the binomial nomenclature rules says that the genus term, the first alphabet of the genus should be capital, and the species first alphabet should be in small letter. And if it is in the italic form, then you should no need to underline. If it is handwritten form, compulsorily you have to underline the scientific names, or else in the board examination what happens, the evaluators are going to deduct the marks if they doesn't follow the binomial nomenclature rules. 17th one, name any two bacteria used as biofertilizers. Answer is Azospirillum or Azotobacter or the Rhizobium. So here these all are the biofertilizers from the bacteria. That's why all we have mentioned here 3. So you need to mention only 2. Among these 3, any one you can write. Next, 18th question. mention the reasons for infertility. Infertility means the organisms who cannot give birth to the young ones. So those we call them as infertile. Okay, what are the reasons for infertility? So infertility can be physical, congenital diseases, drugs, immunological, or even psychological. Okay, congenital, physical means that maybe that female or the male may be having some problems with respect to their reproductive system. Congenital diseases means they might be inherited with infertile nature, or by even taking the drugs that female or male can be turned to the infertile. Next, part C. So here also you will be having 7 questions. Among those 7 you can answer any 5 questions. So 19th one, compare geitonogamy with xenogamy. In that second one, what are chasmogamous flowers? So geitonogamy means the transfer of pollen grains from the anther of one flower to the stigma of another flower of the same plant. It means this geitonogamy is going to take place in the same plant, but in between the 2 different flowers. Okay, so when it is geitonogamy is occurring in one plant in between the 2 different flowers, it genetically it is similar to the autogamy, means the variation may not takes place. Okay, so in case in the second one they have asked you to compare with xenogamy. So in the xenogamy what happens is xenogamy, it is going to takes place in between the 2 plants. When it is occurring in between the 2 plants, it from one plant one flower and another plant one more flower, it will be occurring in between the 2 different plants. So there the transfer of pollen grains from the anther of one flower to the stigma of another flower of the different plant, means the pollination is going to occur in between 2 plants, whereas in geitonogamy the pollination is going to occur in between the 2 flowers of the same plant. So in case of xenogamy, the genetically it is not similar to the autogamy, means here in the as it is in between the 2 flowers, so the variation will be observed. In case of geitonogamy, as it is occurring in between the same plant, so no variation is being observed. Then in that so here geitonogamy with xenogamy, they have asked you to compare. No, so that question is carrying 2 marks. So you have to show two differences for each. And the second one is, what are the chasmogamous flower or the chasmogamous flowers? So the chasmogamous flowers are which are being exposed to the anthers and the stigma are called as the chasmogamous flowers. In the 20th question, mention the different blood groups in humans and their possible genotypes having I allele. Okay, so the blood groups, you all know that the blood groups are A, B and O. So A, B and O, we consider them as the phenotypes. Okay, so in that the genotypes, and they have asked you all to mention even the considering the genotype which is having the I allele. So here the genotype is IA, where both are the homogamous, both are the homogamous only. So the one more can be IA and even the small I. So here in the first one IA, both are dominant. Okay, so in case of second one genotype, that there is IA and the small I. So here one is dominant and another one is recessive. B blood group IB, and one more genotype can be IB and the small I. Okay, then the AB blood group, so that is genotype can be IA and IB. So here both are dominant. Blood group O, for that the genotype is small I, that is I, both are the small I only. So here, why here both are small I? Because the blood group O, which we consider it as a phenotype, so here the genotypes they are both will be the recessive only. 21 question. List the accessory glands which are associated with male reproductive system. So you all know that the male reproductive system is consisting of the accessory ducts as well as the glands. So here they are asking only the glands. So those glands are paired seminal vesicles, a prostate gland, and paired bulbourethral gland. So remember, in the male reproductive system, seminal vesicles and bulbourethral glands will be in paired, whereas the prostate gland will be only a single. 22nd, to a user, the contraceptives must be ideal in all aspects. Justify the statement by mentioning the qualities of an ideal contraceptive. Means the people who are using contraceptives, those contraceptives must be ideal in all aspects. So what is their question? If you are asking, if you are calling any contraceptive method as ideal, then what are the qualities it should have? So that contraceptive method should be user friendly. Second one, easily available. Third one, effective. Fourth one, reversible with no or least side effects. And fifth one, it should be in no way interfere with sexual drive, desire and or the sexual act of the user. It means it should be user friendly. Easily available means it should be easily available to the users. It should be effective means by using the contraceptive it should control the birth. Okay, and fourth one, reversible with no or least side effect. So here reversible means what happens in case of the vasectomy, tubectomy. So there these surgical methods should be even reversible whenever. For example, if a parent has got only one child and accidentally they have lost that child, so after getting one child, if that female mother has undergone the tubectomy, means if she needs again one more child, then that tubectomy it can be replaced or it can be reversed. So these are the ideal contraceptives qualities. 23rd, differentiate active immunity from passive immunity. So active immunity, here the active immunity is observed when a host is exposed to antigens, antibodies which are produced in the host body, whereas a passive immunity means the antibodies are directly, the ready-made antibodies are directly given to protect the body against the foreign agents or the antigens. Here it means the active immunity is observed where the person in which whenever the person is exposed to any antigens, so they themselves they have to prepare the antibodies to fight against the antigens. Passive immunity means they are going to take the ready-made antibodies to protect their body from the foreign bodies or the antigens. But here the active immunity, the person will make his body only to produce the antibodies, so it takes more time. So that's why we call the active immunity is slow, whereas passive immunity, directly the antibodies are being given or they are being injected into the host body. So here that immunity will be the fast. Okay, so the third one, active immunity takes more time to give its full effective response, whereas the passive immunity takes less time to give its full effective response. Why? Because in case of active immunity, we are making our body only to produce the antibodies. In case of passive immunity, we are taking the antibodies, the ready-made antibodies into our body. So as it is for a 3 marks question, you have to take you have to mention or write 3 differences for each. 24th question, differentiate between microinjection and biolistics. Second one, give an example for disarmed pathogen vector. Okay, so here the 24th, differentiate between microinjection and biolistics. Okay, so in case of microinjection, a recombinant DNA is directly injected into the nucleus of a cell, whereas in case of biolistics, cells are bombarded with high velocity microparticles of gold or tungstens coated with the DNA. In case of microinjection, it is mainly suitable for the animal cell, whereas biolistics are suitable for the plant cell. 25th question, what is diversity? Mention the types of diversity. Biodiversity is the combined diversity at all the levels of biological organization. Mention the types of biodiversity. The types of biodiversity are genetic, species and ecological diversity. Okay, 26th question, mention the 3 regions of transcription unit in DNA. So the transcription unit of the DNA contains the 3 regions, that is promoter, structural gene and a terminator. So this completes part A, part B and part C. As I have told, part D will be continued by the MK sir.